We've all looked at a massive new book series and hesitated. Committing to a long-running story requires a heavy investment of free time and money, and often our reading schedules just collapse under their own weight. The Wait for You series by Jennifer L. Armentrout, writing as Lynn, is a prime example of this intimidation factor. It spans 8 books. That length creates a specific frustration for modern readers. It's difficult to find a satisfying romance story that doesn't demand you purchase 5 other novels just to understand the ending. Which brings up a practical question. Do you actually have to buy all 8 of these books to get a complete story? The decision here isn't whether or not the series is worth reading. The choice is how to strategically curate your reading order based on your actual budget and available time. To build that strategy, you need to understand the interconnected standalone structure. In this format, every single book features a brand new couple, but they all live in the exact same shared universe. This timeline shows how the narrative stretches across 8 books, following friends from college into early adulthood. Notice the structure. No unresolved cliffhangers. Instead, books are tied together by shared emotional threads, focusing on healing from past trauma. That structural choice shifts your central trade-off as a reader. You are no longer reading to complete a singular plot. You are weighing your financial commitment against how much emotional resonance you want from the overarching friend group. Recognizing this dynamic helps you bypass series fatigue and find the stories that fit your lifestyle. The first option is the traditional sequential approach, starting at Book 1, Wait for You, and reading chronologically straight through to Book 8. If you choose this path, you get to watch a deeply intertwined found family evolve over several years. Because you are reading in order, the recurring themes of processing grief and recovering from emotional neglect compound with each installment. The trust characters build in one book actively supports the characters in the next. You also get a delayed payoff. A secondary character introduced as a background friend early in the series will eventually get their own dedicated romance later down the line. Looking at this chart's top right, you see the primary trade-off. Maximum emotional payoff requires a massive investment of time and money. You also risk burnout, pushing through tropes you might not enjoy just to maintain the overarching narrative thread. This is a high-risk, high-reward strategy. It is best suited strictly for completists who value the dynamic of an ensemble cast over any individual storyline. The alternative is the à la carte strategy. This means ignoring publication order entirely and picking books strictly based on the specific romantic tropes you prefer. For example, if you want a protective, gritty dynamic, you can jump straight to the scarred bartender romance in Stay With Me. If you prefer different setups, you can grab the MMA second chance romance in Fire and You or the detective storyline in Dream of You. The immediate benefit is efficiency. You get a tightly contained, satisfying romance with a definitive ending, and your financial commitment is limited to a single purchase. But as this diagram shows, isolating a book creates frayed threads. The major trend, you will encounter background characters referencing past events, and without previous books, that rich emotional context loses its meaning. Ultimately, reading à la carte maximizes your return on investment if you are short on time. You willingly sacrifice long-term resonance for immediate, low-cost satisfaction. There is one more dynamic to address: the fans crossing over from Armentrout's wildly popular fantasy series, like Blood and Ash, wondering if her contemporary pen name feels the same. This comparison table reveals their overlapping emotional DNA. Both genres share steamy banter, wounded characters, and a focus on healing trauma. The difference is the setting. You leave behind epic magic and courts, trading them for frat houses, small-town jobs, and therapy. Because of that grounded setting, do not expect light-hearted contemporary fluff. These stories deal directly with heavy, intimate themes like assault and grief. If you are crossing over, approach this series as a character study of Armentrout's writing style, not as an extension of her world-building. Let's follow this decision tree. Are you constrained by your reading budget or your free time? If so, follow the yes branch. You should take the à la carte approach. Read the summaries, select the trope you like best, and walk away satisfied. Have the time and budget? Move down the no path. Do you value overarching character cameos? If yes, start with Wait for You and read in exact publication order. Your return on investment will be watching that supportive network of friends weave through the background of all 8 books. As for the fantasy crossover fans, if you read Armentrout for her slow burn trust and character healing, jump right in. But if you only read her for massive fantasy worlds, you should skip this series. Your final strategy comes down to a clear exchange. You are trading narrative depth for convenience, or you are trading convenience for emotional resonance. There is no wrong way to read the Wheat for You series, as long as your strategy aligns with your real-world reading budget.